Hey guys, my name is Amber Cowell, and this is my project for Google Earth. Um, I decided to use the Screencastify app to record my video because it's a cool feature that I have been using to make videos for my students during distance learning. It's really helpful because I can show my screen and show the kids exactly what I'm expecting them to do and where to click and what it looks like. So it's definitely been a great accommodation to provide my special education mild mod students with a visual and then the auditory rather than having to read everything. When I got onto Google Earth, I kind of just decided, I've moved around a lot in my lifetime, and that was just instantly where I went to is like, what places have I lived in? Um, and I'm sure a lot of people, like you are going to try to find like a personal event that maybe you relate with, or maybe you're going to try to find some place you find that's really cool. So it's going to be pretty much mostly the Inland Empire. I started in Rialto, and I grew up in Rialto, so I put childhood here. Now, when I dropped my markers, I didn't really like zoom in, so it's not super specific. It's more just kind of the general area. Um, and then after I so I lived in Rialto until middle school, and then we moved to Loma Linda just before high school. And so it's here where it says adolescence is where I moved. And again, sometimes the markers are a little off because I didn't pick very specifically in the same spot. I lived there in Loma Linda, went to Redlands High School, and then I moved out at about 23 for the first time. I think it was 23. It was 2009, and I got my first apartment with a roommate, and that was really fun and exciting. And then I had to have weight loss surgery, and I couldn't work. Well, I shouldn't say had to. I elected to have weight loss surgery, and then we couldn't work. And so then I moved in with my mom while I was recovering, and I came all the way out here to Palm Desert. Um, and then once I was recovered, I came back to Redlands and I was working again, and I moved in with some friends. So I was back to freedom, not living with the parents. Um, but that didn't work out so well because it just wasn't working. I had to work summer jobs, and then I moved back home with my dad, and then I went back with some friends out to Beaumont, and then my boyfriend and I decided to move in together, but that was at his mom's house. So then we went to Highland up here. And then finally, now we are in a place of our own back in Redlands. All roads lead to Redlands. I love Redlands. And I'll probably stay here. But what's kind of funny is the job that I got was with the Rialto School District. What? Yeah, that's right. Back in my hometown, back to my roots. um, but this was just kind of the first thing that came to mind. And I thought it was something that I could put together really quick. And as you can see, it's a little chaotic. I can see how this would be a great tool to use with the kids just to kind of give them like a visual of what's around them would be a great place to start in teaching them about their area. You can do virtual tours of things. One of my students who is on the spectrum, he loves Google Earth. If you say, oh, yeah, you can have some free computer time, he's on Google Earth and he's just checking places out. So if I could learn how to use this better so that I can communicate with him, and I can be like, hey, how about you and I go check out this location on Google Earth? Would you like to go there in person someday? And just kind of expose him to things. He's really into trains, he's really into airplanes. And so I think that travel is just something that's fascinating to him. And so it would be a great tool to use to keep him engaged in the lesson if I could create a lesson using Google Earth for him. But that's it for the video. I'm using the free version of Screencastify, so it can't be more than 5 minutes, but that's perfect for our kiddos, and just to kind of give them a little information on what to do and how to do things. So I can even show them how to play with Google Earth using Screencastify. All right, guys, thank you for listening and watching my video. Have a good night.